Peace everyone, welcome to my kitchen. Today I am making toothpaste. It's really simple to make. It uses very simple ingredients. What else? Making your own toothpaste is really beneficial. It can save you money. It may not save you time because you know you're using that time to make the toothpaste. But it will definitely save you money, and you have the benefit of knowing exactly what's in your toothpaste, so you can use what you need. You know what I mean? So you don't have to like kind of add other unknown things into your diet that you don't need. And I know you probably don't think of like toothpaste as a part of your diet, but it most definitely is. It's like the #1 thing that you put in your body, in your mouth every single day. If you brush your teeth every day, which I'm sure most of you do. And those of you that don't, you may be watching this video for a little bit of better mouth hygiene. So I'm just gonna, jump right into it. So this is what I got. Moroccan Gasul clay. I have baking soda. I have salt. I don't have sea salt because we ran out, but I have salt. I have coconut oil, ginger, and honey. And then I have my bowl that I'll mix it in, and then I'll have these measuring spoons so I can show you the portions of everything that I do. So I'm starting with the dry goods first. So I'm adding the salt, about a ½ teaspoon of salt, about a teaspoon of baking soda, okay, now I add a ½ tablespoon of Moroccan Gasul clay, just like that, and I make sure to mix it together, get all the salt together. The reason I add that in first is to make sure that it's spread out evenly throughout the paste. I'm actually going to add a little bit of more baking soda and salt. You don't need that much clay. The clay, it acts just as a base for the toothpaste, because you don't want to use just pure baking soda and pure salt. The baking soda can like corrode and erode your gums just because of how strong it is, so you don't want to use too much. Not saying that it's bad for you. It's not bad for you. It will whiten your teeth and kind of disinfect your gums, but it also can burn your gums, if that makes sense. So you never want to use too much. And then the salt, you don't want to use too much salt just because it doesn't taste good when you do that. Overstimulating the taste buds with salt is not good, and too much salt could actually, salt purges the body naturally. Whether you are drinking salt water, you may know like saltwater flush, what happens, and eating too much salt can also, cause you to regurgitate. Not that you wanted to learn that here in this video, but just for you guys to keep an eye out. You don't want to use too much of anything. So I'm adding another ½ teaspoon of baking soda, another and I'm adding another ½ tablespoon or ½ teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to mix that together again, and then I'll add the ginger to it. Smells really good. I really love ginger in my toothpaste. I feel like it's really, really, really refreshing. And it smells really good. And I also feel like it has some like revitalizing and It's really good for first thing in the morning to line the gut and probably to line the mouth with ginger to help aid with digestion. If you think about, you know, when you brush your teeth, you brush it in the morning and at night. And, you know, whenever else you feel like it. So I'm just doing that, mixing that up. Adding some more. There's something else like I really want to say about ginger, and I can't. Like, something about the way it smells for me is just revitalizing. And I'm trying to like think of all the benefits that ginger has, and it's not coming to mind right away. If I think of it later, I'll insert it in the video, but I can't really think of it right now. So yeah, there's that. And now I'm going to add the coconut oil. Alright, so there's that. Now I'm going to add the coconut oil. I use about 2 tablespoons of coconut oil. And this part is really hard to film because I have to do it one-handed. So I'm just going to skip for, oh wait, we can do it like this. Hey, okay. And then you take your mixture. Now if you want to, you can just save it and then add it to the oil as you need it. But I really like to mix mine together all at once. And this part is really hard to film, so I'm going to set the camera down and then show you what it looks like after I'm done mixing it together. Okay, so here I've added another tablespoon of coconut oil. You can't see it, it's kind of buried in there. And then I added the rest of the mix. And I'm sorry guys, my camera keeps like shutting off with every slightest movement. I don't know why. But you know, it's all good. I still get the film, so I'm grateful for that. But yeah, I'm gonna finish mixing this up, and I may even add another tablespoon of coconut oil to it, but I am still going to add the honey, so I might not need to. Okay, so here is the mixture, and it kind of looks like peanut butter, which is funny because sometimes when I make it, it looks like peanut butter, and other times I make it, it looks like cookie dough, and today it looks like peanut butter. Now this is before I added the honey to it, which I'm going to do now. If you know me, I have a sweet tooth. I love honey. Like, this jar of honey right here is not halfway gone or more than halfway gone because I put it in tea or because anybody else in my house uses it. I literally take a spoon and, you know, pour honey onto it, and then I eat it. And, you know, people can call me weird all they want to. I really don't care. I really love honey. So I don't have any perfect measurement of how much honey I'm going to put into this. Honey is a natural preservative. So, of course, I feel like I can go overboard with it. Because it's just going to help preserve my toothpaste even more, and it's going to give it a really nice sweet taste. And you know, I read in the Bible somewhere, not saying that the Bible is law or anything like that, but it said that honey is good for the soul and good for the bones. So I, you know, took that and ran with it because I love honey so much. And how it was worded was just put, I felt very divinely. Now, everybody else might not feel like that, and some of you may be running away from the Bible, and that's okay. I understand what you're going through. I went through the same thing. And if you're not from a religion that has even used the Bible, you might not even know, because I'm not really sure what other texts out there have the Bible in it. Maybe the Quran, I think, but I'm not sure. But yeah, anyway, enough rambling about the honey in the Bible. I'm actually gonna go ahead and add some honey to this because this mixture is already too delicious. Honey, 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 honey. Okay, I think that might be good right now. Maybe we'll see. Now, disclaimer. So, the video that I posted of me doing my nighttime skincare routine, I let you guys know that I was going to be posting this video on my toothpaste, but this is actually another recorded video. The video that I had recorded previously just didn't have good enough footage for me to put it all together and have it not look choppy. So yeah, this is pretty much it. I'm gonna finish stirring it up and then I'm going to show you the finished product when I'm done. Okay, so here is the very finished product. It looks pretty much the same, and it did need a little bit more honey, so I added a lot more honey. And then this is my container for where I store my toothpaste, and this is the toothpaste like at the very bottom that, if it'll focus, that I already had. And I just kind of mixed it together. So you know, I don't like to run out completely, and it's pretty safe to mix together. I don't see why it wouldn't be. But yeah, so that's it. Now I'm going to show you how I pretty much use it. Alright, so here is the tester. My teeth aren't that like yucky. I haven't eaten that much today, and I've just been drinking water. So yeah, so I got this and this, and it's really creamy. I did not add any water to it because you add water to your toothbrush, and I didn't want to melt the honey or the oil too much because it does melt when you run the water over it. It is really good too. The honey in it is so good. You can taste the ginger. Don't know if you can tell the difference, but I definitely can. So now that's all fresh and clean. I feel really good. Again, the ginger just kind of like wakes up, stimulates your tongue. And so does this, really the salt, the honey, and the ginger kind of stimulate your palate because of all the different tastes. But the ginger really kind of like wakes it up so you can kind of feel everything. I can feel, you know, really, I feel really energetic in the sides of my mouth, on my cheeks, especially like on my tongue, under my tongue. And then the honey, it just kind of like sweetens my saliva a little bit, which I love so much. And then the salt, I can still taste. It's like bringing awareness to my mouth and my palate just through brushing teeth. And that, y'all, is a form of meditation there. I know, especially those of you who are just now getting into like spiritual things, and maybe those of you who have already been practicing for a while and you guys are looking for new ways to add meditation and spiritual practices into your life. Everything you do is a spiritual practice. Everything you do involves your spirit. Everything you do should be taking care of your spirit. Now, if you aren't or haven't been really focusing on those things, don't beat yourself up about it if you're that kind of person. All you have to do is just change your lifestyle. Just start doing things that allow you to be more mindful of who and what you are. Just being more mindful of your body. Just like with the toothpaste that I just made, it makes me so much more aware of my mouth. Like even as I'm speaking, I can feel the way I curl my tongue a little bit differently than when I did before I washed or before I brushed my teeth. If you try this recipe, let me know how it works for you, if the portions go well. And if you want me to, I can make the powder for you and ship it to you. Of course, it'll cost you, but I can do that for you. And then, you know, all you would have to do is add the coconut oil if you just want to try it out. But I really suggest you make it on your own. That is the beauty of making your own products. It always makes me feel so in tune and so a part of the life that I'm living when I get to create and put myself into the things that I use in my daily life. And that is officially it, y'all. I have to go. I love you very, very much. And you know, keep your head high. And if you need to bring it low to see what's in your shadows, go ahead. Do not be afraid of your darkness, and do not run away from your light. And that's all I have to say. Again, peace. I love you, and I'll see you next time.